we would like to find the Maclaurin series for the hyperbolic sine function. So the hyperbolic sine of x is defined as e to the x minus e to the negative x all over 2. So we will use the Maclaurin series for the exponential function in order to get the desired Maclaurin series. So we have 1/2 times, and now I'll write the Maclaurin series for e to the x. That would be the summation, n equals 0 to infinity, x to the n over n factorial. And then minus the Maclaurin series for e to the negative x would be the same thing with a negative x here in parentheses. So summation, n equals 0 to infinity, negative x to the n over n factorial. So that's 1/2 times e to the x times e to the minus x. Now we have to simplify this. So 1/2, and we'll leave the first series alone. We'll combine these two series. So we have minus, and then this one, we'll separate the negative from the x. It's -1 to the n times x to the n over n factorial. All that's in the summation symbol. And now these terms will either combine or cancel, depending on whether this is a plus or a minus sign overall. So the negative times -1 to the n is -1 to the n plus 1, which is -1 if n is even, and it's plus 1 if n is odd. So we will just keep track of when they combine. So they combine when n is odd, so n goes from 0 to infinity and n is odd as well. And then when we combine them, we'll get x to the n plus x to the n, which is 2x to the n. And so then the 2's cancel, and we get the summation n from 0 to infinity, but n odd, x to the n over n factorial. So we want to sum over all of the odd integers. So another way to do this is if n is odd, then n is equal to 2k plus 1, where k goes from 0 to infinity. So we'll change the index of summation here to k. It'll be the summation k goes from 0 to infinity. And again, n odd means n is 2k plus 1. So x to the 2k plus 1 over 2k plus 1 factorial. So this is the Maclaurin series for the hyperbolic sine of x. It's very similar to the series for the ordinary sine of x. It's almost the same series. The ordinary sine of x would also include the alternating symbol. And then it would have the x to an odd power divided by that same power factorial.